American I-52 cross 27 to Tango, then Papa 2, tower 118.5.
Cross 27 right at Tango, Papa 2 over the tower, American I-52. Hey, Philly Ground, good afternoon to you. It's Frontier Flight 2347. We're just coming up spot 11, ready to taxi out with information, Papa.
Frontier 2347, ground right 27 left, Foxtrot Sierra, hold short of 27 right, 86 Papa.
Okay, thanks, 27 left, the Foxtrot Sierra. We're going to hold short 27 right. Yep, we got Papa, thanks.
Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. I'm back in Jacksonville, Florida. We're going to head back on up to Nashville. I just ran this flight last go around, but I had some big time issues on the descent. So I'm going to run this flight again. I went back into sim brief, reset up the flight, reloaded it, put it back in. I also started with the Zibo Mod full 4.0 and then put 6.3 on top of it. And like I always do before I put in my edits for the 3D rain, I check. So we're going to do the same thing right now. We're all buttoned up. We're ready to go. We just have to call for push. And I'm going to need...
Zero Vector Juliet, runway 27 right at Delta, taxi via Alpha Delta, hold short of runway 26.
Alpha Delta, hold short 26.
Medevac Zero Victor Juliet, Zero Victor Juliet, cross runway 26, hold short of 27 right, tower is going to be 118.5.
Found the cockpit, tow is driving up.
Okay. That takes care of that. I noticed that last flight that I had an issue with my elevator in the beginning when I first set this thing up. The elevators went like this, and then after a couple of movements they then got back into sync. I then went ahead and checked that. That doesn't seem to be an issue now, so I wonder if that may have had something to do with that last flight as well. We're about to find out.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
And we're on APU power and APU bleed. And we are disconnected.
American 1814, taxi Yankee Sierra, towers 118.5 today.
Oh, that air's blowing right on me.
It's 1814 headed across. Just a Yankee Sierra to 27 up now, thank you.
Yankee Sierra, 27 left, and with 18.5, I believe, American 1814.
Yeah, Pop is current, towers 118.5. Have a nice flight.
And we've got runway 8 on the way out.
Dear ground, American 878, approaching spot 7 with Papa.
American 878, ground runway 27 left, taxi Quebec Q on November, hold short of 27 right, 86 Papa.
Quebec Q with November, hold short, American 878.
Taking a while to get picked up here.
To the 545, ground runway 27 left, taxi Alpha Delta, hold short of runway 26. ATIS information, Papa.
Papa, as I said,
Let's see what's going on with that.
Oh, I'm sorry that I missed it. You said yes, Papa. 26 is an arrival runway only.
Okay, well, we'll do 27 left, Alpha Delta, hold short of 26, if that's what it is.
Let's disconnect here. Is that going to work? I think we're locked into better pushback here. Terminate.
JetBlue 283, back to Ray Blue, monitor tower 126.9. Have a good night. Seabird 45 Star Heavy, because this is
Alright, I think we're disconnected now.
And Victor, and because company is pushing back, and I only have a one-way street here, I'm going to have
You
to
set that up and try that again.
Okay, so continue holding should have taxiway with C for now.
Yeah, that's already set up.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
American 117,
Alright.
down, runway 3
Ground to
taxi,
cockpit,
left center
tow is
Bravo,
driving
hold
up.
short of kilo.
Let's see if that's going to work now. Oh, I don't want that. As you can see, there's the 3D flight deck from Zibo Mod. When I do my testing,
American 1350,
I do it with the
down,
aircraft
runway 3
complete
taxi,
before I
left
take
Bravo,
my
and
stuff
hold
and
short
get
of
rid of
kilo.
it. So, this way I know my edits aren't doing anything to cause any interference with the flight itself. So, anything goes on here, it's not from my edits. And then if this goes smoothly, then it must have been something during the install last go around. And then I'll put my edits back in again and give her another go.
And are you ready to taxi?
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, let's see if they pick us up and push us this time. Look at the brakes are almost gone here. And they were in the green about 10 minutes ago. They should take hours to deplete.
Ranger transition. Radar vectors Robbinsville. Then it's filed. Climb via the SID. Express flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Squawk 2641. Score 4 Ranger, Robbinsville 3402641, JetBlue 921. We have the inside. JetBlue 921, thank you, ground for now. Good day.
We're getting lifted up.
Good evening, Air Italy.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay. Let's get that clock going.
Starting for set, and you may start engine.
Off your right, then you can move up and hold short of Victor. Seabird 40 Star Heavy.
And we're starting number 2.
Seabird 40 Star Heavy, give way to the JetBlue off the right, move up and hold short of Victor. Air Portugal 209 Alpha Heavy, continue via Alpha now and hold short of Golf. Sorry, the Delta one more time, please. Delta 1427, ground, runway 31 left, Lima Alpha, just hold your position for a moment, I'll call you right back. American 1355 at Lima Alpha, give way to Delta.
Lima Alpha, we'll give way to Delta.
Start number 1.
Delta 1327, runway 31 left, follow an Airbus 321, American from the right.
31 left, calling the Airbus 321, American from the right.
I also changed the NVIDIA drivers.
American 66 Heavy, crest to
Screens are giving me some weird looks.
Tower on 123.9 today.
So we'll see how these do. I had to back them down. A couple of versions. Because those NVIDIA drivers just... My screen would lock up for no reason. And I'd have to press the window key on my keyboard to unfreeze it. I could still fly. Everything that was set would still work, but... Bit of a pain. And I think that came from the drivers. And we're good here.
Brickyard, 5829, continue via Juliet, cross to right, monitor tower on 123.9.
City Juliet, cross to right, monitor tower 29, Brickyard 5829.
So I'm not sure why Navigraph doesn't seem to match. Has me off the apron here. And we've got runway 8 this time. We had 26 on the way out last go around.
American 117, follow the traffic ahead, cross to right at Juliet, monitor tower 123.9.
121.9 and
Follow the guy ahead on 123.9. We'll monitor American 1.
Delta 1427, follow the traffic ahead, cross to right at Juliet, monitor tower 123.9.
Delta 1427, 20.7, follow traffic ahead, 5922, right at Juliet.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Cross to right at Juliet, and monitor tower 123.9.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Cross to Juliet, monitor tower 3.9,
Air Portugal 209.
Just Flight's AI traffic looks pretty cool. It's actually nice and smooth now.
Yankee and hold short of Foxtrot.
And again, they have us coming in opposite of what they're using in the real world.
On the runway to right and hold short of Foxtrot.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
I don't know what's up with that. It seems it gets it wrong more than it does right with the takeoff runways for the AI traffic for some reason. Because if I take a look at radar 24, they're using 8.
Yes, ma'am. I typed in on 22 right, double 872, you got cut out there.
Alright, with that, see now the elevators are looking pretty good. If I move this, let's see if I give you... You should have that right displayed. There's so much of a delay by the time I see it. So these are working good now. No issues going on there. So. ETA, auto, and auto. Alright, exterior lights as needed. We are good. APU is off. Master caution recall is done. Flaps are set for takeoff. Transponder TA auto. Weather radars auto. Flight controls are free and clear. And hopefully nobody gets in our way when we use 8.
Okay, JetBlue 150, go down to Gulf. Make a left turn onto, and you said they're going to let you right in?
No, they're waiting for it to push. It's pushing right now, but we need to hold cover.
Okay, so JetBlue 150, left onto Gulf, left on Bravo and hold short of Foxtrot.
Left on to go, left on to Bravo, short of Foxtrot, left to 1.
5247, taxi left Juliet, cross to right, and then you can monitor tower on 123.9 today.
Left Juliet, cross to right,
And we've got a ride coming up here.
Ground Delta 1131, Kilo Fox, short of Alpha with Oscar.
Delta 1131, turn runway 31 left, follow Air France from the right, cross runway 22 right at taxiway Hotel.
Okay, follow Air France from the right and cross 22 left at Hotel, Delta 1131.
Delta 1131, cross runway 22 right.
My apologies, 22 right at Hotel, Delta 1131.
Clear that out. I should have these set up so they both use the same. That's why I press my button, it clears both. And we got a left here.
Delta then Air France, Speedbird 176 Alpha, then after Air France, copy.
Speedbird 176 Alpha Heavy, monitor tower on 123.9, have a good night. Air France 007 Heavy, monitor tower on 123.9, have a good night.
Winter 123.9, Air France, Delta 177.
Switch on over.
Brickyard 3596, wind 140 at 10 running, did you ready whiskey, clip takeoff?
Did you ready whiskey, clip takeoff, Brickyard 3596.
Hey, Paulo, how's it going? You get my text in Discord with all the add-ons?
Did you say a whiskey for United 84? I may have. I apologize.
There's a couple other ones, but it has to do with the flight deck. I didn't think you were interested in those.
Brickyard 3496, 1010 departure, actually 3596, 1010 departure, safe flight.
Oh, punch ring at 3596.
United 84 Heavy, wind 150 at 8, rolling 22 right, full length, clear takeoff. Clear for takeoff, 22 right, United 84 Heavy.
Tower United 1261, get the Barrow Tower South 11 at Romeo for full length.
Jack 1261 affirmative, thank you for checking, cross runway 29 at Romeo, and you'll be full length.
Cross 29 Romeo full length, United 1261.
Let's bring that up. And Bristol 1, I believe. To Alma.
United 84 Heavy, contact your departure, fifth flight. Hey, Brad, thanks, good day. United 1261 Tower, rolling 22 right, full length on a Boeing, caution weight turbulence, previous departure, heavy Boeing 787.
50 right, Mount Boy, United 1261.
And let's see. 10 notification complete. Exterior lights are good. Engine start select. Is it continuous? Auto throttles armed.
United 1261, 140 at 8, rolling 22 right,
Transponder TA auto, or TARA auto, that is. Brake release 40%, and we're good to go. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Who's that coming in?
Clear wing 1678 Tower, rolling
United.
22 right, on a Boeing.
I have a wait to right with
Approaching.
Malaya.
United 1261, contact your departure, safe flight.
Departure, United 1261, clear.
40%.
On runway 8.
38 traffic, 6 mile final departure directly to the east.
Stable.
We're
And we're out of here. Thrust is set. The airspeed's active.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold. We are stable.
53, roger, outside Bravo, communication.
She shouldn't want to lift in the air just yet, though.
Positive rate.
Yep.
FedEx 1420 Heavy, you can go to the
400.
Flaps 1.
$1,000.
Flaps up.
17 right, wind 190.
So you got a little bit of a shimmer going on there. She handles beautifully.
Exit at Romeo 9, but do not actually exit the runway. That way you can blow your stuff towards the north of the airfield there. And then let me know when you're complete.
So if the descent works out nicely, and it must have been something with my install, but she really feels pretty good now.
It's 1420 Heavy, turn right at Mike 2, Sierra Charlie, call ramp until there. Sorry, 267, Sarah, 17 right, thanks very much.
Wait, good direct.
American 267 airplane 155, maintain 10, 10,000, wind 20016, runway 17 Mike, expect takeoff.
See, she's busting to 250 knots below 10. So that she's doing.
American 573.
Oh yeah. She's climbing like a rocket.
155, maintain 10,000. Wind 20013.
Not that light. That's 10.
Trent out of 381, tower, runway 9 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, on the right, I'll show up to
Charlie, runway 9 right.
Oh, that was actually me, you schmuck.
Okay, so traffic 9 right, got traffic starting on.
Oh, that's good that it's all working, Paulo. Yeah, I still didn't. I have a few things that I have to update in here. But the main thing is I want to make sure that Zibo's working with 6.3. So far from cold and dark all the way through now is good. That little bit on the takeoff was me.
November 1 Delta Charlie, runway 9 right, clear touch and go.
So, and the big thing I want to check is on the back end.
Delta 678, remain outside that aircraft. He's starting his crosswind now. Left turn on course approved, left turn 7.
All right, we'll maintain this up and we'll go to the north. Thank you. 2278.
Delta 678, go ahead and, are you northeast or north?
We're currently northeast. We'll go north if you want to, 23678.
Delta 678, no, you're fine on that course. I'm just going to pass you off to 123.7. Just monitor tower on 123.7, and you'll call him on your way back in.
All right, we'll go over to 23.7 and we'll monitor. Thank
You guys can run around. We're coming up on 18. And we have altimeter's 2992 and monitor. Monitor.
9 left, clear to land.
Warrior 30 Foxtrot, traffic heading to your left, 2 miles, inbound from the east, Skyliner, so that traffic in place.
Your bus guys looking for traffic.
So we got just about 400 miles to go.
Skyliner 5 Echo, just started port number 3, final check on the midfield left downwind, we're on our left. Go to land, traffic, you may see the party, we're on the left. We'll follow you in the pattern, Cherokee.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the camera might do a little bit better at giving you a decent view. For me, being up close, I can see a little bit of shimmer. Don't remember seeing it like that before. I heard that alarm. I thought it was me. All right, coming up at Bristol. We should have 10 on the fuel. We're at 10-1 right now. We're looking pretty good on the way out. No complaints with 6.3 right now. So we'll see on the back end.
Was that full stop for 1 Delta Charlie? Remember 1 Delta Charlie, number 1, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Number 19 right, clear to land.
What are we cruising at here? We're going to kick that up.
Alaska 1913 at Echo, hold short of runway 6 left.
So, hold short, 2 left, 19.
And what are we going? 27.
Southwest 1785, joining up to the left side of D-Man, how you doing?
Southwest 1785, going very well. Change me to a right, runway 6 right, clear to land. I've got to do a runway back on the left, so change me straight right, runway 6 right, clear to land.
Nice, we're getting beat up a little bit here with the 58-mile-an-hour winds. She's not riding so steady. Not bad.
San Francisco Tower, quickly cross runway 1 left, cross runway 1 right.
Foxtrot, quickly cross. 1 left, 1 right.
So we got what, about 40 miles, and we'll be done with this SID.
crossing the straight left, I'll get back on the
You know what? Let's get them back in their seats. We're doing a little bit too much of rolling here. And that doesn't look all that friendly.
Uniform, heavy, runway 1 right, clear for takeoff.
Yes, there you go. One right. One right.
United 6 12, that's Mr. Runway 1 right, left point.
Runway 1 right, United 6 12.
Tower, American 1768, visual 28 left.
American 1768, runway straight right, runway straight right, third lane.
28 right now, third lane, 28
What are
right.
you looking at here?
Begin.
That was still good. Yeah, we're rocking and rolling. 71 knot wind now.
Have a good day.
Oh, this is like jumping.
United 1094, runway 28 left, line of await traffic will hold on part 1.
Only thing is you can't see the wings from here for the anti-ice.
Runway 1 right, clear for takeoff, traffic on 28.
That is 6 off, quick pickup, runway 1 right.
Yeah, this don't look friendly at all.
39, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff, traffic holding 3.
One left, clear for takeoff, now that's 1339.
See, we seem pretty stable in here. Interesting.
United 1094, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Thought there would have been a little more rocking and rolling in here.
Scan 5239, have a good departure.
Departure's got 5239, good day.
Good day to you.
What do we have here? We could go higher if we have to.
Runway 1 right,
See if we get above this. We got 360 today.
United 13, San Francisco, runway 1 right, line of await.
Runway 1 right, United 13.
American 1768, Tango to Delta, cross the bridge with left, contact
Look
down
all
lane,
that great
good
down
day.
there at all.
Delta cross 28 left, American 1768, ground the other side.
Thanks, United 1094.
1,000 to go.
Have a good time, Anchor.
Good day, United 1094.
There's 5743 Tower.
Looks like we're going to be riding right in between the layers.
United 2358, Honda departure, have a good day.
Order, calculation.
So that's 20 minutes from the gate. We're at cruise. We've got 256 miles to top of descent and 370 to go.
One right, line of away, Tower 3426.
And we'll let them run around again. Keep an eye on this.
That was 3426.
Not much to see down there.
Runway 1 right, clear for takeoff.
One right, clear for takeoff, that away, Tower 3426.
And we're just about breaking the ground speed of 400. Man,
Lost Control 79, San Francisco Tower, wind 27011, runway straight left.
96 knot headwind.
Left, left, 12,
I think the last time I did this run, it was hit 140.
Emirates 41 Papa Super, San Francisco Tower at Mike, lost runway 1 left, hold short of runway 1 right.
We should have 9.1 on the fuel. We're at 9.3 right now. We're looking pretty good. We've got what? Oh yeah, 47 coming into Nashville.
Traffic moving from your 11 to 12 o'clock. Half mile northbound altitude indicates 900 types of unknown.
Yeah, it's a higher wind convection and opposite Jacksonville, we have to say left.
Ground speed's over 4 now. Just barely.
Runway 1 free.
Yeah, we're going to be turning into it too.
Right, clear for takeoff.
Air Canada 750, San Francisco, runway 1 right, line of flight.
Line of away, 1 right, 50.
United 229, San Francisco downway, one left, line point.
Runway 1 left, United 229.
Number 810 Tango Mike Tower 127013, runway split right at Echo, cleared for takeoff.
Service, I got 2 inches right now. I got 2 inches.
Right on the money.
Royal Pop Super, cross runway 1 right, taxi Mike Lima Foxtrot.
Cross runway 01 right, taxi Mike.
And that puts us at the end of the SID out of Jacksonville.
Tower Alaska 1923, visual 2 left.
Alaska 1923, carry phone company 4 mile final 12713, runway straight left, cleared to land.
Everyone 2 left, Alaska 1923.
Alaska 1279, runway straight left, cleared to land.
Oh man, enjoy your dinner, Apollo.
United 229,
100 knot headwind.
United 229, clear for
Oh, yeah.
takeoff, runway 1 left.
Air Canada 750, wind 27012.
It should be in
Runway
range.
1 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 1 right there, Canada 76.
This guy looks weird, actually.
San Francisco downway 1 right, line of void.
Up away, what next, Canada 431.
It's got a weird look to it with this weather.
Tower Alaska.
Is the weather radar actually working? I don't even know if it works in
Alaska 1221.
X-plane anymore.
Left, clear to land.
I believe it does. If it does, there's nothing out there.
Gap 6045, San Francisco downway 1 left, line of void.
1 left.
Nice, we got some AI traffic on the move from Just Flight.
26-1 is visual to the right.
American 2061, downway straight right, clear to
And
land.
at Yanti, we should have 8-9. We're at 9-1 right now. All in all, pretty cool flight. And after Yanni, we have 136 miles to, what's that, Pressure? I'm going to get myself a drink, and I'll be back shortly.
American 750, contact departure after that.
Order departure, Canada 750, thank you, good day.
We got someone inbound here,
431, runway 1 right, clear for takeoff.
just about 1,000 feet above us.
Gap 6045, 126012, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
1 left, clear for takeoff. 6045.
A little over a mile to the left.
1 right, line up and right.
There he is, I got him.
3450.
There, 1037, San Francisco downway 1 left, line of void.
See if we can get a tail. I don't think so. It's a little ways out there.
Tower,
It's
United
moving pretty smooth, though.
United 1243, tower continue.
Continue, 1243.
Gap 6045, contact departure after that.
Departure, good day.
Yanti. We should have 8-9. We're at 9 right now.
Runway 28 right, clear to land. Contact for Bill, Super Airbus 380.
And we've got 136 next.
1240, switch to 28 right.
And we're going to 331.
United 1243, runway 28 right.
And we've got just about an hour before we're into Nashville.
Alaska 1923.
All right, so we're good. We're stable. That's just about a half hour from the gate. I'm going to go get a drink, and I will be back. Yeah, I don't eat or drink in my flight deck. I know Pat does. Pat 738. But I'm pretty clumsy. In my luck, I'll spill it on something that'll burn out. So I figure safe. Right, better safe than sorry, as they say. But Pat 738 has a flight deck just like me. So if you want to get a little bit more out of your videos, check out Pat 738 on YouTube. He's got a really nice setup. And how about we switch over?
Delta, cross jacket and maintain 10,000.
So what are we looking at here? We've got 165 miles to top of descent, and we have 280 miles to Nashville. That's 34 minutes out of the gate and 25 minutes from the runway. And let's have a look at the back end here. Make sure we are good. And we have Swift 2 on the way in.
Up to 770s out of flight level 340, descending via the Ola 1 level off flight level 240.
Lens 24. Swift between 13 and 2. High mat is 10 a day. 250 between 8 and 12. And then we're off to Tiers 6, 250. And what do we have? We have 2 center, right? Same I ran last flight. A little rocking and rolling, but not too bad just yet to get them in their seats. Alright. And then we have Retta, Jackson, and we're looking at 3. Let's put that in, just like I did last time. This way we're right there with that. 25 at Griff. That looks good, and then we are holding it for. And since we're here, let's put that in. Yeah, we're toying with
no, we are now. Frontier 2127 at 240. Frontier 2127, Center Code 60. Direct 50. Frontier 2127.
See what's going on with these winds here. Winds are at 111. The throttles are playing a little bit of freaking.
28.1 Delta 77.
The winds really aren't changing. They're at about 11, about 10. But yet the throttles are doing quite a bit of hunting here.
2677 Southwest 2208.
So that should be in range, and we should be 330. Alright, that's all looking good. And what do we have here? And that's good from the last flight. I don't need you anymore.
2435, Southwest 1485, good night.
Delta 1025, good direct Trixie. Trixie, Delta 1025.
How about we even out that fuel?
Minus 22, Mach 77.
The AP was running for a little while. I was doing all the programming.
Mach 76, what are the vendors?
You don't have an imbalance yet, but
Control, good afternoon. Omni 302 out of 17,000 to 16,000.
should have did that on the way up. Would have been a lot quicker.
November 85, 0 Pop Charlie 5, looking at the weather and NOTAM for Imperial. You can expect a visual approach.
Yeah, I'll expect a visual. Just trying to get it. Can't get it quite yet, so I'll advise.
Delta 1025, descend to maintain 12,000. San Diego altimeter 3000. 12,000.
Sierra Alaska 250 out of 339 descending via the Ola arrival at maintain 240.
Alaska 250, then I descend via the Ola long 1.
Looks like it might be clearing up a little bit here.
And the Palomar altimeter is 2997.
Good, descend via Ola 1, except to maintain 14,000 Alaska 250.
Omni 302, descend to maintain 14,000, and the March altimeter 2995.
And 14,2995, Omni 302.
Over 0 Papa Charlie, is there Imperial VOR or Imperial County Airport?
Imperial VOR for 0 Papa Charlie.
Right. Omni 302, clear direct KU.
Alright, present position, direct to, say again the point?
Direct to HAYU.
HAYU for Omni 2302.
And we are good.
Center Delta 1792.
Right on the money. That was easy enough.
You up in after Momar, clear direct Trixie.
After Momar, direct Trixie, Delta 1792.
I wonder if that's setting.
Center Frontier 2127.
In the electronic flight bag.
Who's asking?
Frontier 2127.
And I just pauses it.
Contact approach 124.35 for lower.
Okay, thank you. 2435, Frontier 2127.
I can't get to that page from here.
Omni 303, descend to maintain 12,000.
Not having both windows open. I'll try that next go around. Go into Zibo's electronic flight bag and change the wake up of the throttle. Maybe increasing it a little bit. May get rid of that little bit of swing that's going on there. We're looking pretty good.
Delta 1025, contact approach on 124.35.
And what do we have? 116 miles at top of descent, 230 to go.
Omni 302, contact
That should be in range.
4.0.
1340, 302, please.
Actually, the weather radar is working. We do have some weather out there.
3000.
Maintain 16,000.
Yep. You don't see the weather on your display because it doesn't have the ability to display it on two different IP addresses. So I get the weather, you don't.
San Diego altimeter 3000.
All right, descend via the Lucky One, descend between 1-2000, and confirm there's nothing else in there, Delta 766.
Nope, just 12,000. Descend via the San Diego altimeter 3000.
Right, descend via 12,000, Delta 766.
Up 0 Papa Charlie, descend and maintain 9,000. Imperial altimeter 2975.
The winds were almost as bad as the last flight that I ran. So this should be a pretty good test for the descent to see if there's going to be an issue. Hope not. Hope that was just my install that caused that.
Bravo 16,000.
November 268 Romeo Bravo Center, descend and maintain 15,000.
She's not doing any more haunting now.
Contact Valley 7684, contact approach 124.35.
Approach Contact Valley 7684, 124.35.
Hey, Robert. How's it going? Welcome aboard. You caught us maybe midway between Jacksonville and Nashville. I'm running the same flight I just ran last go-around. Had an issue on the descent. It wouldn't follow the descent profile that was in here. I want to see if it was maybe an install issue that I created, or if there's really something going on. So we'll find out soon enough. We have, what, another 100 miles? Less than 100 miles now to top of descent. We've got 97 to go. And 212 to Nashville. And that's 44 minutes from the gate. 35 minutes from the runway. All in all, it's been a good run. From cold and dark to where we are now.
Charlie, descend and maintain 8,000.
Not 8,000, Zip up, Charlie.
I did have a touch of a sensitivity issue last go around as well. I kind of toned that down a bit, and I may have to do just a little bit more on the elevator. The ailerons are good.
Delta 1792, descend and maintain 12,000.
That should be in range, and you should be 29. All right, coming up at Thresher, we should have 7.4 on the fuel. We're at 7.6 right now. So we're looking pretty good. And we got 90 miles top of descent. And that's Atlanta. Atlanta, Georgia. There's KATL down there. Basically right down here to the right. And I can put those back. Oh, there you go. Atlanta's right there.
Gulfstream 886 Whiskey Tango at 26,000.
Kilo 886 Whiskey Tango, center descent and positive pressure, maintains 14,000, and the power mile altimeter 2997.
Down to 14,000 discretion, 2997 for 886 Whiskey Tango.
We're looking good, and the fuel's pretty much right on the money.
Delta 2766, contact approach on 1.
Trying, Robert, trying. Definitely trying. In between my flights, I've been trying to get my flight illusion gauges working with MS 2020, but that has been proven really difficult. They show that they're running, but I don't get any, the gauges are just dead. 44. So, I've been spending a lot of time in X-Plane right now, and Zibo Mod's been performing beautifully. Only issue I had last go around was on descent, and I'm hoping that was because of my installation error. We're going to find out soon enough in another 80 miles, because it was descent that was screwed up right from the get-go, basically.
Mercury 26, contact approach 124.35.
35, Mark 26.
Southwest 2094, route is 289. Descend via the Lucky One, exit maintain 240, 310 knots, transition is 9.
Southwest 2894, center clear, direct jack, and descend at pilot discretion.
The throttles are doing a little hunting again.
Direct jack, pilot discretion 200, Southwest 2094.
Southwest 1575, contact center on 126.77.
2677, Southwest 1575.
Center American 2758, South Florida 265, American 2758, center descend to Lucky One, except maintain 10,000, San Diego altimeter 3000. 3000, altimeter, now we'll set the Lucky One to 110,000.
Good evening, Southwest 346, passing 14,000, climbing flight level 230.
Southwest 346, center under. November 6 Whiskey Tango, contact will approach on 125.3.
25 crew, 6 Whiskey Tango, every day.
Oh, weather's going to be broken here at the very least.
Southwest 29.
What do we have up next? 45.
0,000. San Diego altimeter 3000.
Weston 72. We're at 73 on the fuel. Looking good.
Delta 574, 33,000, descending via the Ola 1, except maintaining flight level 240.
Delta 574, descend via the Ola 1, except maintain 12,000.
Now we're about 50 miles out of Jagger, but because these charts on the arrival into Nashville is not to scale, we're not going to show up until we pretty much get to a day. So we're right on the money on the fuel.
Alright, well guys, weather notes for Imperial and after Julian direct to Imperial County Airport, Mahalo.
Solar Sign 22, descend via the Ola 1 arrival, set maintain possible 240, and in the transition, do not exceed 250 knots.
Polaris 962, descend via Ola 1, step 240, do not exceed 250 till transition.
Solar Sign 22, just to verify, in the transition, do not exceed 250 knots, so 250 knots at that point throughout.
Okay, do not exceed 250 in the transition, Polaris.
Center, Southwest 147, 16.5, flight level 230, 250 on the speed.
How about we do that? So I'm running the same flight I ran, and we're coming into the same runway. That's already set.
Southwest 147, contact center 126.77.
2677 today, Southwest 147.
Southwest 346.
Elevation's already in.
Alright, 2677, Southwest 346.
And we're holding at 4, KBNA. And that we already checked, that's all looking good. So you're good, you're good, you're good, we just have to get that, and we're looking pretty good.
Southwest 2094, contact approach 124.35.
That should be in range, 8. So if this chart was to scale, we'd be on the chart in another 20, 25 miles, 30 miles.
American 766, contact center now on 126.77.
And we've got 42 miles top of descent.
That's the weather, no confirm 0.
Follow 06, thank you, Imperial altimeter 2975.
And it looks like we're just going to clear the weather there as we come in looking at the weather display here.
000 in the meter, and cross Jackson, maintain 10,000, Southwest 495.
So we should have 66 on the fuel. We're at 70 right now. And we go down to 24. And how about we get them in their seats? And we've got 150 miles to go.
128.1.
128.1 Delta 574.
Polaris 922, contact center 128.6.
128.6, Polaris 922.
That's enough air, I think.
Southwest 495, amend altitude, cross jack at and maintain 11,000.
Amend altitude, cross jack 11,000, Southwest 495.
American 2758, contact approach 124.35.
Alright, 124.35 for American 2758.
Not in range yet.
American 480, descent of power discretion, maintain 11,000.
Power discretion to 11,000, and we're going to head down now, American 480. Better.
All in all, it's been a beautiful ride. And we've got 140 miles to go. 25 miles to top of descent.
Yeah, 3334 up in the right. Southwest 495, traffic gauge here at 1 o'clock, it's 3 miles, westbound, type of known altitude indicates 10,000.
We have that traffic Southwest 495.
American 480, traffic gauge here 1 o'clock in 10 miles, westbound, type of known altitude indicates 10,000.
American 480 is looking at, what do you got for a current altimeter here right here?
American 480, San Diego altimeter 3000.
3000, American 480.
Southwest 495, traffic no factor, descend and maintain 10,000.
Maintain 10,000, Southwest 495.
Southwest 495, contact approach 124.35.
2435, thanks for update, Southwest 495.
Yep. Southwest 3334, contact center 126.77.
12677, and it was 3334.
At 395, 24.5, speed level 240 Mama.
67 on the fuel. Beautiful.
Polaris 904, contact center 119.95.
Contact center 119.95.
That's a pretty good view. That's a nicer view that we had on the way out. So we should have a good view on the way in, hopefully. Way out wasn't that great. Alright, let's see how she handles this descent. We've got under 10 miles to go. 124 to go.
United 710, descend via the arrival, accept maintain 12, United 710, descend via the Lucky One, accept maintain 12,000, the Palomar altimeter, no, the Lindbergh altimeter is 2997.
Niner 7, descend via the Lucky, except maintain 12,000, United 710.
Paris 7, roger. Central Aviators, parachute jumping the city of the Paris Valley Airport, 17,900 and below.
United 710. United 710. We were assigned 2 pilots or not. Do you want us to fly the public speeds or maintain the 250 so we have this level?
Say that one more time?
United 710. We're descending via the Lucky, but that's maintain 12,000, but the public speed at Trixie would be 270. Do you want us?
Speed's coming down like it's supposed to.
Keep the 250. It's for the traffic ahead of you.
2509, United 710.
Our descent's just a touch early.
Trixie for the speed. Let's just try not to go overboard, sir.
Yeah, we'll make the altitude at Trixie, United 710.
Alaska 9665, contact approach 128.1, adios. 21 Alaska 9665.
Let's see how she does. Got 114 miles to go.
Los Angeles Center, 579er Papa with you.
Banshee 5789er Papa Center, hello, the thermal altimeter is 2971. What are you climbing to?
We're going to 9,500, 89er Papa.
So far, this is beautiful. Last flight, this was already off.
615, center 2677. 2677.
So it may have been my install of 6.3. Right now, we're looking pretty good.
Golden Eagle 464 up Charlie Center, hello.
Center, good afternoon, 365
That should be in range.
Clear 365 off Papa Center, hello, climb maintain level 230.
I think we're good.
230 actually 50 Papa.
Lead clear 5 Lima Papa, LA Center, hello, maintain level 230.
230, thanks, 5 Papa.
I think we're back to being
Southwest
primo.
Approach 2435, see you later. See ya.
And this was definitely on me in my installation. No doubt about it, because right now we're... And I programmed the CDU the same way I did the last flight. Well, with the exception of wind data and departure arrival runways. But at one point it was off by over 4,000 feet. So this looks like a fix. That's an hour from the gate, 51 minutes from the runway, and we've got 103 miles to go. So this looks like it's fixed. So next I want to go in and fine-tune the sensitivity on the yoke and the rudder pedals again. But this is looking real nice. No complaints this ride at all. Beautiful.
Normal speed, comply with the speeds on arrival.
User error on my end, I guess.
And descend via the Lucky.
So at Lentz we should have 6.5 or at 6.6 on the fuel. Wow, my ears are popping. It's like I'm in a plane. Wow.
That's weird. Who else checked this?
So the 4109, would you confirm the altitude descending via except what the altitude was?
Okay, I'm a couple of
Wow, my ears just popped. That's not the freakiest thing.
Via down to 12,000 for the 4109.
I'm going to have to start chewing gum in the flight deck.
2435 left.
Hey, Greg. No, this ride has been beautiful. From cold and dark to the descent, she is right on the money. So that last flight that I had that got screwed up, that's got to be on me and my installation. So how about we switch over to terrain here?
Center down to 770 at 20 for 24. Delta 770 at center. Descend via the Olan 1, except maintain 14,000. The Palomar altimeter.
And how about we put that? Did I put that in already? Did I not? Tony, I don't even remember. I probably did. Right? 1075, 1075. We're looking at 2121. We've got 5. Yep, that's looking good. That's all looking good. I get forgetful nowadays. I think I forget more than I remember. Not a good thing. All right, are we in range here? I missed what you said. I need to kick that volume up a little bit and drop the other audio down some. Okay.
Thousand to go.
Thank you. And
Radar 12, jump off your right side, 12 miles,
actually, give me. Let's see if these are in.
Radar 12, traffic inside, effective. Center Southwest 2821.
We got to keep going, Johnny.
Southwest 2821, center to center maintain level 200.
200, Southwest 2821.
Radar 12, contact.
I missed that. That was on me. That was on me.
Delta 770, approach 28-1. 28-1, Delta 770.
For some reason, this I have to check the out intervention button. Doesn't seem to work. That should pick it up now.
Transponders, block 6731.
6731, or I think it goes 788.
There you go. That's going to pick us up now. That was my error. You know what? That should stop us all the way down on its own. We'll check that as well. We're coming back into it. Yes, very good. All right.
Direct Jack 250 knots and 997.
Jack at 10,000 is what you're picking up.
I'm sorry, Jack 10.
See if they're on.
Tower, New Frontier 2439 will be on the FMS visual 28 right.
Your flight 2439, tower pass which open to Super Airbus 380 for parts parallel when we
Okay, back to you now.
28 right, Frontier 2439.
And we're on Swift 2. And we're not going to pop on this chart until we get to a day because it's not in scale.
Runway 41 Papa Super, runway 28 left, line up away, tropical hold into Park 1.
Line up with way 28 left, cameras full on from
All right, below 20 and above 13. Right now, we are getting ready to hit 20, so she's looking pretty good. 259, the speed is right on the money. And we should be at 318 actually here.
American 1037, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
Stay up on left, American 1037.
So far, the only thing gone wrong with this flight is my 2 screw-ups. That's it. Temperature's looking good. Look, we got some rain out there. Look, a few droplets here.
Flight 2439, start
66 miles to go. So we need to be above 13 now. We're below 20. So she's looking pretty good. And we're holding at 4.
Service Airbus to the final of Super Airbus 380 departing the parallel. Runway straight right, clear to land.
So far, there's like no complaints this ride, man. None. Other than user error on my part. How about we get you set? And we're coming up on 18. Bleed air panel is packs are set to auto. Pressurization, land altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments and radios are set. Local pressure is in. Altimeter local pressure. Recall. Landing data VREF at minimum has got to go in, and we're good down to 10. And we're coming in at a buck 39. So below 20, above 13 for Swift. Right on the money. And we just need to be above 10 for Hi-Hat. Or Hi-Mat. Swift, 6'4", 6'4" to fuel, right on the money. Coming down beautifully. This has been a great ride.
Nashville 43, cross 23 left, contact ground plan air.
Nashville 43, cross 3, left ground plan air.
And that's an hour from the runway, and we've got 55 miles to go.
Southwest 3055, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff.
Take up 1 left, left, 3055.
United 2242, I'm sorry if you said something else I didn't hear it. United 2242, runway 1 right, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff 1 right, and 2240.
And the winds are coming down just as they were last time. But this is right on the money, man. This is beautiful. This is absolutely no complaints, none. Although I was flying out manually. Let's see how she handles some of these steep turns, if there's any overcorrection that needs to be done, because she oversteers. That's the only thing left, really. The throttle's been doing a little bit of hunting. That would be my only real complaint, and this would be the last thing to check, is the turns. Those two items. Other than that, this has been a primo ride.
Tower Sun, Century 395 visual for
Century 395, downwind 25016, mid-sweep left, clear to land.
Very left, go on,
What do we have? Another 12 miles or so, and we'll be on this chart.
Runway 1 right, line of flight. 1 right, runway 9.
And we're mild. We should have 6.3 on the fuel. We're at 6.4. And we'll have plenty when we get into Nashville. So fuel's not going to be an issue. And we're under 50 miles. 46 to go.
Tower Cessna 734, Uniform Zulu with you, 1,500.
Cessna 734, Uniform Zulu, tower maintain VFR at below 2,000 and altimeter 3003.
At below 2,000, 3003.
So, and we're what, a minute behind schedule.
Let me know if you get any issues, okay?
Yep, got the clouds. We're clear right now, 400.
Oh, what am I saying? We're a minute ahead of schedule.
That's 2160, runway 1 right, clear for takeoff. 1 right, clear for takeoff, next, 160.
So we're going to slow to 250 now.
Runway 1 right, last flight.
And we're coming up on 10,000, so.
Delta 1391, possibly sweet left, contact ground plan.
And I am on terrain.
327, runway 1 right, clear for takeoff.
What do we have here? Exterior lights set. Engine start select is the continuous. And the EVIS panel is set for terrain.
Over the control tower, Rainer Sector 101 to the south of the airport.
Okay, so pass over 28 left, 28 right, and then over to control
And
tower.
this has been a beautiful ride from Zibo. Absolutely beautiful. And if I was paying attention, I wouldn't have had to intervene. And we're looking at 294. Oh, it's a great view. And we're popping up on that chart now. Actually, I could have kept it right where it was. We were good. All right, we're below 10. We're below 250. We're at 235. She's a little sluggish here. Throttle's just a touch lazy before she kicks in. The turn was fine. The only thing I would say would be the throttle. The throttle's just a little bit too lazy. I know the spool up is a little delayed in the real world, but this just seems a little bit too much. And we are right on the money. From here, we're tracking 292. 33 miles to go. And this has been a great ride.
23 star, approximately 1 left, hold short, runway 1 right.
Hold short, 1 right, 23. Tower FedEx 700 Heavy is with you on.
Only thing that I would say would be that the throttle's just a touch lazy. That's it.
Right, total land, wind 20, wind 260 at 16.
Total land, runway 28 right, FedEx 700 Heavy.
And Southwest 4936. Actually, you know what? I just found out we have an earlier time to go out in front of you. So have you go down the runway, make the turn at Hotel, and then rejoin Bravo at Hotel instead.
Go down the runway, Hotel, and then we'll join Bravo down to like the full length, 4936. Is that what you want?
I don't know how much flying I'm going to get in this weekend. It's time to get the holiday decorations out of the attic and put all Christmas stuff up. So we put a ton of stuff out in the front yard. So I'm going to be a busy little beaver come this weekend. Although I really can't do any of the work in the attic. I can't breathe up there. So my wife, she's a trooper. So Friday night, she'll go up there and hand the stuff down to me, and we'll pack it all here in the garage. So I won't be able to use the flight deck. And then Saturday and Sunday is we go out the side door and start putting everything out. So don't think I'll be doing much flying on the weekend. If I do, it'll probably be late Sunday. All right, Tiers, we're right on the money with the fuel, so that's not a problem. We are looking good. 25 miles to go. See, we should be at 250 at 6. We're at 240.
All right, 4936. Still need about 2 minutes.
So, oh, it already changed. I didn't see it. We should be slowing down at 184, but.
United 705, contact the pressure.
705.
I didn't take a look at my plan. That could have been another juice error on me. It should be 250.
800, San Francisco runway 1 right, line up and wait, traffic running runway 28.
1 right, line up and wait, United 800.
FedEx 700 Heavy, you can speed up all the way down to the right at uniform and ground wind 120.
All right, now let's have a look at the approach into 2 Charlie.
Good afternoon, Episode Towers, Cabin 5788, straight left.
5788, star Fox Mike 72, speed by pair of heavies, runway straight left, clear to land, wind 260.
It's a great view.
Straight left, clear to land, Cabin 5788.
Southwest 4198, wind 260 at 16, runway 1 left.
Let's see if there's any. This is a nice 90-degree turn. And we'll be coming in at 184 knots, so this is going to be a good test for Zibo. See if there's any laziness in the turn and then overcorrecting on the way in.
4936, runway 1 left, line up and wait, just let me know when you're ready to go then.
Bottom point 1 left, 4936. It'll be about 40 seconds.
So now if you take a look at the winds, 218 at 21. You listen to ATIS, it has us coming in on 2C. And we got a tailwind. Unless, of course, they change within the next 18 miles, 17 miles.
Be advised, west of the field is very low level. You won't be able to get by there, so I wouldn't recommend coming this way.
See, the throttles got a little lazy, then they decided to kick in just before we got to a deceleration point. And now they're kicking back down again, so they did one of these. So the throttle looks like it needs a little bit of work.
4936, crossing jet blast for a heavy cross downfield, wind 26 at 17, runway 1 left.
And we're on that chart. I don't know, can you see us there? Bring that up a little bit more.
Unit 800, crossing jet blast for a heavy cross downfield.
And we're slowing a 184.
Runway 1 right, clear to take off.
1 right, clear to take off, United 800.
See, there's a little shimmer going on there. You would think that would be gone running the AA and AF full right. Just don't get it. One more time, baby.
Southwest 4936, contact departure today.
It's no loss, that's 4936.
Beautiful. That's correct. We got the right nav radio tuned in.
Restricted 180.6.0 BM.
543, sky, receive 534, transfer 28 left, clear to land, wind 26 at 14.
Alright, clear to land, 28 left, sky
2500.
So, like I said, 589.
1,000 to go.
Sector 589, transfer 28 right, clear to land, wind 26 at 14.
Clear to land, 28 right, like I said.
Unit 800, contact departure.
Your departure, I'm good with United 800.
Unit 1723, transfer starting 28 left.
Localize.
8 miles, traffic departing midfield.
2 left, 1 complete, 1723.
Should straighten out just a touch earlier.
Sky City 423, wind 260 at 13, runway 1 right.
Oh, maybe not. She did that beautifully. Oh, yeah, see, come back just a little bit. No, but that was way better than what it used to be. That's not bad. That's nice. All right, the only thing is a lazy throttle, I would say, out of the entire setup. Whoa! What was that? What was that? Oh, that's the thing that goes on with I gotta press this, and then everything comes back. If you've ever seen that, please let me know. I have no idea where that's coming from, and it happens out of the blue. I'm glad I caught that. And yet I don't lose anything. Everything is good. It just freezes up like that, and then I get it back. Very strange. You're a little behind here, Johnny. Need a gear two. Slow us down, Johnny. Alright, that did not change. We're coming in at buck 39. Come on, baby, slow us down, slow us down, slow us down. This is another one on me. What are we looking at? 190. Yeah, I'm working on it, lady. I'm working on it. I can only go so much with the speed, baby. Oh, we have speed protection here now, right? Don't have to worry about that. We've got speed protection.
Approaching to center.
Considering I screwed up this landing, she's actually doing beautifully. Alright, throttle's my only complaint. Well, and that locking up nonsense that's going on there. My bird. Oh, I forgot to get rid of those towers. this might be. I got to work on the sensitivity now. Man, you're slow, Johnny. All right, only thing I got to work on, I think, is the sensitivity. And my only complaint is going to be the throttles are a little they're a little sluggish. They seem to be a little bit lazy on the throttles.
2,000 remaining.
So with that, I would say this is going to be a keeper.
1,000 remaining.
This is definitely a keeper.
Delta 8892, contact departure.
Departure, we'll see Delta 8892.
American 1768, Northwest Qatar, cross runway 1 left, full chart runway 1 right.
100 remaining.
Thank you, baby. You're always looking out for me. I don't know why they scream like that. I have it turned off. Yeah, and you're on test. And switch on over.
American 596, turn left Yankee, then continue Papa, short of Whiskey, and we'll get to go in just a few minutes. American 596,
We're up.
left on Yankee.
I'm going to be off. That's an hour 15 minutes. Give me a minute on the clock. And what do we have here? Exterior lights as needed. We are good. APU, yeah, it's up and running. Your damper is off. Window heat is needed. That's off. Your damper's off. Window heat, I got to that. Okay, probe heat switches are off. Engine and wing anti-ice are off. We're crossing a runway here.
Approaching 3-1.
Appreciate 5648, monitor tower, 118.5.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Mod 6062, new departure frequency 124.35, 2435.
So we get in here before Southwest gets past us. Let's see, auto brake, speed brake, flap samp, transponder, and weather radar to test. That's all done.
American 596, monitor tower, 118.5.
That's all done. And what do we have on the clock? That's over a minute on the clock. We're good there. And it's the gate. No, same gate's not open, but we'll take that one right there. And, oh, I didn't have the taxi light on. Oops. All right, let's kill number 2. I'm taking the spot, buddy. You better look elsewhere. I beat you to it.
426, we're taking Tango Alpha and then over to the bridge.
Oh, he just like, you're going to run into somebody there.
So let you know you're coming in.
Oh, no, he was coming for this one. Ha ha! I beat you. My spot.
American 2531.
And American, it was tail east. Why they put you tail west?
That's why we're calling you. We're just making sure we're going to contact him unless it's okay to do that.
All right, well, I'll tell you, this flight was actually pretty cool. Only issue that I really can complain about is the throttle was a little sluggish on Zibo's end. Everything else was me just falling a little behind or that little glitch that went on. Other than that, this was a beautiful ride. So the latest offering from Laminar Research, their release candidate, and 6.3, have been running beautiful. So hope you enjoyed that ride. I know that I got this fixed. I just have to go back now and tweak my sensitivities, and I think we're going to be golden again. So I'll catch you on my next run, everybody. I'm going to go have dinner, and I'm going to see if I can get another ride in. I want to get this out of my system before we before we start working on the Christmas stuff. That's an hour and 27 minutes gate to gate, probably 126. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed that Southwest Airlines flight 2053, and I'll catch you on my next run, everybody. Take care. Always enjoy the company. And what do we have here? Greg, as always. Oh, yeah, thanks, Greg. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy the company. Same thing, Robert and Paulo. Paulo's one of my super regulars. I even chat with him on Discord. And I want you to know I appreciate the company. All right, everybody, take care.
5491 ground, runway 9 left at Kilo 6, taxi via November, Kilo. 9 left at Kilo 6 via November, Kilo, 5491. Bushwick 5596, new departure frequency 124.35, 2435. 2435. Bushwick 5491, departure frequency 124.35. 2435, Bushwick 5491. Bushwick 5491, hold short of Tango for now. Hold short of Tango on Kilo. Short Tango on Kilo, Bushwick 5491.
Patrol, Brickyard 4564, Bravo 1, ready to push back.
Brickyard 4564, set Bravo 1.
Affirm, Bravo 1, 4564.
564, push is approved, advise it is taxi.
Push approval, class taxi, 4564.
American 2531, information officer ready for taxi. 2531, spot 2, ground 49er.
50.9, American 2530.